Brought to you by FandomFest.com. It's the internet's most intellectually stimulating radio program, Nerdosphere, with your hosts, Sam Cornett, Zach Schuler, and Dan Nations. Let's get nerdy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nerdosphere, your one-stop shop for everything geeky and nerdy. My name is Sam, and I'm the host of this crazy podcast here, and it's been a while since we've done one of these, so welcome back, guys.
A little bit.
I'm so happy to be back.
Say hi to the people on YouTube and the interwebs. And maybe since we haven't done this in a while, we should introduce ourselves a little bit. Like I said, I'm the host. I'm Sam, and I get to talk for a living, and I enjoy doing this. And this is my buddy Zach.
I'm Zach Schuler.
Say hi, Zach.
Hi,
Wave,
Zach.
Smile. He's pretty. He's got those pretty blue eyes. Your eyes are blue, aren't they?
Yeah, depends on what I'm wearing. They change with my shirt.
When I'm staring into them seductively. And this is our buddy Dirty D on the mic. Say what's happening, Daniel.
I'm Dan Nations. And,
you got some new glasses over the holiday season,
I
brother.
Do some dirty things.
He does do some
Dirty Dan the garbage man.
He doesn't work for the garbage company. I have no idea why that's stuck.
Right there. I'm going to put a picture of you right there in a garbage man outfit.
Garbage man's outfit. We are the media extension of FandomFest.com. If you haven't heard of FandomFest, go to the website, www.fandomfest.com, and follow them on Facebook. It is the largest fan convention in the Midwest. I feel comfortable saying that, correct?
Yes, it's exactly right.
Yeah, and it's also attached to Fright Night Film Fest, if you're not familiar with what that is.
Horror.
It is the largest genre film festival in the country. In the entire country. Yes. And basically once a year, filmmakers from all over the world, actually, they come into our little neck of the woods here in Kentucky that nobody cares about. That's changing, though. People are starting to care.
You got to be careful when you say horror. Because,
horror.
I think a horror film festival.
You watch them horror films?
I like them horror films.
I watch them horror films.
Turtles and horrors.
When are we going to go ahead and, pop in an AVN sort of award show here? Go ahead and bring in Vivid Entertainment.
I'm trying so hard to get us press passes. There are porn geeks. That is a fact.
Absolutely.
There are dudes that are sitting in their basement right now watching this program surrounded by mountains.
I always kind of
mountains of pornography.
I wanted to kind of do a sketch or something of a guy kind of like the Angry Video Game Nerd or something like that.
The Angry Porn Nerd.
Where it's a guy who he literally judges porn based on its artistic merits alone.
Yeah, baby.
Kind of like the guy who does the Star Wars.
I'm not really feeling this money shot. Where was the director's
looking
artistic?
At the penis. I'm looking around the penis.
Integrity.
Deconstructing the plots.
So anyway, we get together once a week and we talk about nerdy things. And we've been on hiatus for a little bit just because holidays and whatnot. But 2014 is the year of the nerd. If you haven't been to our Facebook page, check it out. Facebook.com/Nerdosphere. Follow us on Twitter. We gained a little Twitter presence, folks. You guys, how many think we have? We almost broke 3,000 today, so that's that's a damn sight better than the 100 we were rolling last year. So
yep.
Anyway, so it's Christmas. It was just Christmas. How was Christmas, guys?
Freaking awesome.
What'd you get? What'd you get for Christmas?
I think it's what I did and then what I got.
What did you? I'll tell you what I did. It turned out to be a very anal kind of Christmas for me.
It's Christmas time.
That's the best part, My wife tells me, what do you want for Christmas? And I'm like, what I want for Christmas.
I went to Disney.
I know you did. And that prompted me to. I had this whole list of Disney jokes. I was going to put you on the spot and be like,
You can do that. That's fine.
No, I'm not going to do that because you're a big kid at heart, and Disney's cool, man. I have no problem.
I'm a mouse
with Disney.
junkie, man.
Okay, when you start saying shit like that, it gets a little hard to defend.
I'm mainlining that mouse.
Did you see that picture I posted of the bathroom door?
No.
At Tomorrowland?
No, I did not.
I'll post it on...
Go to Zach's actual Facebook page and follow him.
I hate to see what a Mickey Mouse...
They had this picture. It's very phallic.
Mortimer Mouse.
I'll show it to you afterwards, but I'll post it on Nerdosphere.
I hate to see what a Disney World glory hole looks like.
Jesus Christ.
Alice in Wonderland and
see, it starts here and it always goes there. Why does it
always go straight to glory holes? Why is that? Well, anyway,
you're talking about the bathroom.
We got back the day before Christmas Eve, and then proceeded to
What? Want to know? We're
okay?
recording.
All right, I
fine.
heard.
You're fine. There's change in the audio level. You're good.
But yeah, we got back and see Disney is not really a vacation because you're constantly moving. There's no time to relax. You gotta
Right.
There's 4 parks to hit.
Four total.
And then
No,
the
wait.
last-
Like, I'm an idiot when it comes to stuff. Like, is Universal Studios attached
That's
to
not
that?
part of it. No, that's Universal's its own entity.
So
Yeah.
it's completely separate.
Let me stop you for a second. How did Captain Hook die? Jock itch. What did Cinderella do when she got the ball? She gagged. It's a true story. I completely derailed him. Why doesn't Bambi's friend Thumper make noise when he has sex? Oh, because he's got cotton balls. Sorry, go on.
If you can't say nothing, nice,
I said I wasn't going to,
don't
but I did.
say nothing
I did.
at all.
I did anyway. I did.
That's
anyway.
actually from the Bambi movie.
Okay.
No, I had a good Christmas. My kids had a great Christmas. It was a techno Christmas for them.
Not that kind of
Not
techno,
that
though, right?
like glitter and glow sticks
No,
in the living room.
it was iPhones and
It's a Philip Mugg Christmas right there.
iPhones and tablets.
iPhones and tablets.
I got a lot of knives.
Technology is so upsetting to me. What did you get for Christmas?
What'd you get yourself?
I cried into a half-empty glass of vodka.
My dad helped me get this laptop here.
Daniel has a laptop,
Oh,
so
bless
now
your
he can.
heart.
Padre.
Now you can.
I-
When everyone else has tablets, he's got his new.
now
laptop.
he's got porn on the go
Hey,
now. Is what
now
he's got.
this is a practical machine right here.
Oh, sure.
He can.
I
You
can
you
get
can.
stuff
You
done
can
on
do
it.
work on that, sir.
Great, that's awesome.
Literally, do work, son.
Can you
Do
play?
work,
Can you
fool.
play Minecraft on it though?
No, because it's got Windows 8,
Because the processor won't
which
handle
I
it.
still haven't gotten used to.
Nice.
I got like 8 gigs of memory
What'd you
on
get?
this.
I got my neighbor's Christmas card. I hope he's not watching. True story. I feel terrible about it, but I was really depressed because like the holidays always are depressing for me. And I went to the mailbox and there was a Christmas card, and I thought it was for me. I was like, somebody loves me, so I opened it, and it was so pretty. It was like this like snow covered treescape, and it had glitter all over it and shit. And I opened it. It was for my
kept it,
neighbor.
though. You kept it, though,
I
didn't
did.
you?
I put it on the mantle. I was like, "This is so nice, and
Well,
it's
it
mine
wasn't-
now."
It wasn't like there wasn't money in it though, right? Because that's a
No,
little shady.
doesn't that? Dude, don't you always do that when you get a
as good
Christmas
as wanting
card?
somebody's family. You know how they do the family shots.
Yeah.
And you're like, I have no idea who these people are, but it's going up on my mantle.
No, I always every Christmas
Dude.
card I got as a kid, open, check for money. Damn, nothing.
Give
in
me
it,
your
throw it.
address. I will send you a card next year.
Oh, that's sweet. Only if
And
there's
your
no-
address too.
only if
It's
there's
about time because I've missed 2 years in a row.
of doing cards.
Well, I didn't have a house for a while,
Do you
so
put nude pictures on them, or
I can.
that'd be good? I'll take that. My wife will be like, "I knew there's something wrong
What's
with you."
wrong with him? Is that a scrotum?
I have missed doing this show. I'll be honest with you, man. It's been way too long. So, all right, let's. We're gonna try to keep things a little tight. We're not doing the hour long podcast anymore. We're gonna keep it short and sweet and try to keep your attention.
Well, we're almost 10 minutes in, so we need to make this quick.
That's what my wife says every time.
Spit
She's
on it
like,
and get it
"God
over with."
All
Almighty.
right, well,
Like,
fellas, I got some news over here.
okay, all right. Let's start off with some nerd news. If you're out there in the world and is wondering what's happening in the world of geeks and whatnot, we try to compile useful information. So,
All right, well, they're making a new Amityville flick.
really,
It gets a January 2nd, 2015 release date. Casey LaScala and Daniel Farrens are writing and directing the found footage thriller.
Jesus.
Now, wait.
Christ.
Which serves as a direct follow-up to the 1976 original. I'm kind of
With
interested in
James
that
Brolin
part.
and Margot Kidder.
Yeah.
It's so goddamn cold in this house. Put some more goddamn wood on the fire.
I love Brolin. He's like makes that movie.
I can't get warm.
Anyway, Daniel Farrens is actually responsible for multiple.
Whole movie just chopping wood.
Daniel Farrens is responsible for multiple horror movie retrospectives, like the Never Sleep Again, Elm Street Legacy,
Right.
and Crystal Lake Memories. He was also the writer-director on the 6th Halloween flick, Halloween: The Curse of Michael Myers.
Right on.
So he knows horror.
Yeah.
Right.
It says the story follows an ambitious female TV news intern leading a team of journalists, clergymen, and paranormal researchers into an investigation.
My problem with it, though, already, you just got started. It's another found. Like, all right, found footage was great back when the Blair Witch did it, like a decade,
the last broadcast
and a half ago. But like, it's just done to death.
I think it works if you don't make it full-on found footage.
I'll tell you something that is cool as shit.
You do it like a documentary.
Did you see Poughkeepsie Tapes?
Yeah, it's a disturbing ass movie.
Found footage flick I've seen.
That's disturbing.
It is disturbing, but it's kind of like, think of like you're watching Unsolved Mysteries or something where they're talking to people and then there's footage, found footage.
It is pretty crazy.
Go along.
Speaking of something horror related, and I was going to throw this in, Clive Barker has been greenlit to redo Hellraiser.
Sweet.
He is writing it and directing it, so that's awesome.
Your pain shall be legendary.
So Clive Barker, we're huge fans. I know he's not going to disappoint.
Your suffering shall be legendary.
I know he's not going to disappoint. He's not going to disappoint us. So your suffering will be legendary, even in hell.
Will be legendary.
I take every opportunity I can to talk real deep into the microphone. And we're back, folks, with a little more nerd news this week. What else you got going on over there?
Well, this Keanu Reeves 47 Ronin flick. Let's sound off on that.
Did you really have to bring that up?
Well, first
did
of
we
all,
not have the discussion upstairs just a minute ago?
Well, first of all, Samson, explain to our audience why you hate this film without having seen it.
The 47 Ronin is one of the most beautiful stories of Japanese loyalty, and it really happened. It was a story about 47 loyal samurai retainers who they were supposed to follow their lord into death, but they didn't. Instead, they waited for 2 years. Everyone thought they had just disbanded. They became drunkards and whoremongers and whatever else. And 2 years after the death of their lord, they assembled at his grave and they killed the guy who had caused his death, cut his head off, brought it back to his grave, set it on their master's grave, and then took their own lives in harakiri, which sounds really creepy and disturbing. But
it sounds like an epic film.
It is.
With harakiri, you need a second. So who was their second if they couldn't?
Well, no, it was just the act of dying. There was different ways that they did it.
So
but the point is, it was a beautiful story, and it did not need Keanu Reeves.
What about all the mysticism?
It didn't. No, that's the thing. Like,
it's true. It's a true story.
It's a true story. It didn't. Well, the dragons and stuff aren't true. Like, that's all just ridiculous
They don't
nonsense.
exist.
No, they do. Dragons do exist.
What was that movie with?
It's just such a horrible idea.
Matthew and Christian Bale.
I don't know.
Dragon flick, Rain of Fire.
Oh, yeah. That was awesome.
I am on team hate Keanu right now, just because it's just such a, and everybody said it's awful. Like, it's
Why,
just,
Sam? Why do you hate Keanu so much?
Because strange things are afoot here
Anyway,
at the Nerdosphere
bringing
podcast.
it up, basically they were already writing off their losses. Like, halfway through the weekend, they realized it was a fail.
Well, if he had any courage whatsoever, he would fall on his own
But he was
sword.
wonderful in A Walk in the Clouds.
Are you suggesting?
You know what? I really liked him in As Good as It Gets. I thought that was his best
liked him in
acting.
Parenthood.
What are you talking? Who's it as good as it gets?
was the
Jack
love
Nicholson.
interest. He was the doctor.
He was the doctor.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
That's like
Keanu.
saying you like Bill Paxton as the doctor in About Schmidt? What was it? He plays the doctor.
I can't remember. 47 Ronin. If you went to see it and you hated it, please comment on our Facebook page. If you loved it, tell me why I'm
Do you
wrong.
think they're-
We'd
but I'm
love
right.
to see why you liked
Do you
47
think
Ronin.
they're gonna make Keanu commit seppuku?
I hope
Seppuku
so.
is different than harakiri. So.
What's the difference?
No, it's the
Explain.
same.
Seppuku is ritualistic and notably done by women as opposed to harakiri, and you don't have a second.
Who is
Normally,
this
Well,
Master.
either way,
you're not eviscerating yourself.
Keanu
Seppuku-
should do both of those at the same time.
I only have two hands.
Leaning towards
Zach
seppuku
Schuler,
because
master of Japanese
he's a
studies
woman.
over here.
What do you?
I have studied that, by the way.
What do you? Is that all? Was that what you had?
He's got my other one. So
Yeah, okay,
roll
well,
it.
I thought you were going to do it. I was going to do something different.
That's
You can-
whatever.
No,
I'll-
take it. Take it.
Take it, baby.
Paul Rudd has
Take
been
it.
cast as Ant-Man.
Yeah,
Say what?
we talked about that last week. That's interesting.
That's perfect casting as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
Well,
I like
here's,
Paul
he's a
Rudd.
versatile
here's what I
actor.
like about it. Nobody gives a shit about Ant-Man. Nobody
No.
gave
But
a
they
shit.
will.
Nobody gave a shit about Iron Man.
That's true.
But
Till Robert
Tony-
You put
Robert
yeah,
Robert,
Downey.
Downey Jr. in the role. You put Paul Rudd in the role, and he's still kind of a sideways out there actor for this. But I think like
did anybody see did you see him in My Idiot Brother?
What is it?
My Idiot Brother.
No.
I love that. He's a
Is it good?
No, he's
funny.
He's phenomenal in it.
I've seen Overnight Delivery.
Have you seen this?
Reese
This is 40.
Yes.
Yeah. That's actually a good
sequel
flick.
to
Knocked Up. Knocked Up's not bad.
I liked his character better in Knocked Up just because he seemed less.
Less of a weenie.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So what you got going on?
A little bit of Disney news, of course. So
here we go again.
So evidently, Disney Channel has announced that it's begun casting on the movie called Descendants, which is a live-action original movie about the offspring of some of the company's best-known villains and heroes.
Really?
Yes, and they've cast Dove Cameron, who stars in Liv and Maddie, as the offspring of Maleficent.
Really?
Which you know, Angelina Jolie is.
Yeah,
playing.
that Maleficent flick looks pretty good.
It actually looks pretty good.
But like it's supposed to be on like high school or something.
Yeah.
Is what I read.
It's probably kind of well, they've released the whole Monster High craze with the girls. They've released a new series called Ever After, which are the descendants of all the fairy tale folk.
Yeah.
Snow White and Cinderella and whatnot.
Right on.
So yeah.
Well, all right. So having just come from Disneyland, does it like it never gets old? It's always it's as good every time.
Well, there's a difference. There's Disneyland and there's Walt Disney World.
See, I don't know.
Disneyland is just is Disneyland is Magic Kingdom and California Adventure in Anaheim, and then you've got Walt Disney World, which Walt never got to see. He died before they finished it.
Right. Why do the Seven Dwarfs laugh when they play soccer? Because the grass tickles their balls. Sorry, man.
Well, speaking of Marvel news, then.
Okay. What did you? Were you done?
I'm done with your stupid jokes about Disney.
Technically, you're still covering Disney news
because Disney owns Marvel, yeah,
and Star Wars.
That's right, and the Muppets,
else.
yeah. They're soon to own the world. So it's no surprise. It's no surprise to us that they announced that Vin Diesel is going to play Groot in the new Guardians of the Galaxy.
If you saw my meme, I'm pretty sure that Treebeard's pissed he didn't get the role.
How did they get Quasimodo to kill himself? They handed him a knife and asked him who's special. That's it. I'm done. I swear to God, that was it. I killed you on that one.
So he's been added. He's been added to the Guardians of the Galaxy cast along with Chris Pratt playing Star-Lord.
Bradley Cooper
playing Rocket Raccoon.
Bradley Cooper's a talking raccoon.
And then Zoe Saldana playing Gamora.
Zoe Saldana.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it slow.
Zoe
Saldana.
And then,
what was that movie, Colombiana? She was pretty hot.
And then Dave Bautista playing Drax. So
I would have preferred it was Dave Coulier.
Cut it out. Silly boy.
All right, I got one more thing. This is kind of cool.
All right.
So this is called Cardboard Box Office, and there's a site. We'll link to it on the web on a Nerdosphere page.
Right.
But it's basically parents who are cinephiles who get to show off the fun. Cinephiles.
What's a cinephile?
It's someone who loves movies.
Oh,
it's like a.
Well, I'm a cinephile.
It's like
feels so weird.
Pedophile as someone who loves feet.
No, a pedophile.
Podiatrist, right? What? Is there something different, Sam?
Donkeysandtoddlers.com.
So basically,
cheese pizza or something.
Basically, they reenact scenes from movies with cardboard boxes and their baby. And you're thinking, that's strange. What is that? What is that? You'll have to take a look at the monitor here because I'll show a couple of scenes. But basically, the project began after finding that once they'd accumulated both a lot of cardboard boxes and a baby due to moving.
They had acquired a baby while moving. Whilst moving.
They acquired the boxes while moving and then a baby due to sex. But they drastically they said
the Chris in the new place.
They said their social lives were drastically altered when they decided to find a way to give some of those household weekends a little more fun. So basically, they recreated scenes from Jaws, Alien, Jurassic Park, and they're hilarious.
Well, good.
They did a good job. So I'll post a link on the site, and then of course you'll see some of the scenes up here.
Absolutely.
But it's a funny premise, and it's someone I like seeing creativity like that where the kid doesn't know anything. I've been introducing my kids to movies I saw back in the 80s. It's basically the whole Back to the Future series,
right?
E.T., Goonies, all the stuff I grew
Indiana
up with.
Jones.
Indiana Jones, except for Crystal Skull. And
You didn't like Crystal Skull?
shut up.
Did you see the Big Bang where she talks about the fact of how he's irrelevant to the flick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you
yes.
see the South Park?
I said it's not true, though. It is for the most part, but the box never would have come into the U.S. government's hands if not for Indy. So he did serve one purpose.
He managed to
in the
get
film.
it to the warehouse.
Right.
Did you see? Did you
Area
did you
51.
see the South Park episode?
Which about Crystal Skull?
Crystal Skull.
Crystal Skull. one?
No.
It's
They were talking about George Lucas and Steven Spielberg.
basically going Deliverance on Indy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Squeal like a pig. All right.
Get the hell out of my house.
I don't know. The cardboard thing's interesting.
I think it's great.
I'm interested
I think
in
it's
seeing it.
great. I would love to do something like that.
Well,
They
you
found
should.
a niche.
You should, by God. You
No,
should.
all of us, not just
you
me.
creative bastard.
Not just me. We'll do something. We'll do Disney vines,
There you go.
but we'll turn it on its head and make them red band Sam.
I think the Quasimodo thing is great. I think we should pull the trigger on that immediately. All right, so here's my 2 cents for the news this week, and it's more of a question really, and this seems to be something that's trending. I was looking on this general news today, and it said Facebook is dead and buried as teens turn away, and this seems to be more prominent in the UK. But it says young people are apparently turning away from it in droves as they're using cooler websites and apps such
Are
as
they going
Twitter.
back to MySpace?
No, it's Justin Timberlake space. No, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and WhatsApp. WhatsApp? What the hell is even that? That's how old I am. I don't know what that is. WhatsApp? You know what that is?
What's that?
Evidently, that's the entire
What's that,
point.
Doc?
Professor Daniel Miller from the University College of London, which helped carry out the research, said once parents worried about their children joining Facebook, the children now say it's their family that insists they stay there to post stuff about their lives. So I guess a lot of these other things don't have tracking, or they don't retain information the way that Facebook does. So it would make sense that if you're a teenager that's out doing stuff that you're not supposed to be, and you want to share it with your friends, but you don't want mom and dad to see, you're probably not going to put it there. But like, what do you think, man? Like, what do you guys think?
It's teens being teens.
Facebook? No, I mean,
isn't cool
well, I
anymore.
mean, like Facebook or Twitter. Like, I like we just recently started really getting into the Twitter game, and I dig Twitter, man. It's
My daughter's
it's
on
quick,
Instagram.
it's simple, it's really that's her thing.
That's her thing is Instagram.
We need to start Instagram
I-
and
I-
stuff.
She's
think-
got more followers than we do right now, and she just got on it 2 days ago.
I'm sure she does.
I'm sorry for you, sir.
Anyway, I don't know. I think it's something interesting. I think it's technology is always evolving, and social media is evolving with it, and certain things are easier. I think Twitter is actually easier than Facebook. It's more user friendly, but that's just me.
I think
But,
it depends on.
It
if
doesn't
you
mean don't
actually-
like our Facebook page, because you
I-
totally should.
I feel like it's partially like, do you actually like to look at other people's stuff or businesses or whatever, or do you are you just kind of more into what you're
I'll be
saying?
real. I'll be real with you. The only reason I got a Tumblr account was to look at porn and pictures of cats,
Twitter.
booty pictures.
I feel like Twitter. I mean, I know Twitter
Hashtag
is
booty.
Twitter is
grumpy cats.
interactive, but it seems like it's a little harder to interact.
I mean, it is, and it isn't.
It's a more personal interaction as opposed to everybody jumps in.
It's a learning curve, man. Once you've been doing Facebook for so long, jumping into Twitter is a little
And knowing what to
frightening, but it's fun.
hashtag and
Yeah. So anyway,
Hashtag my balls.
I don't know. Talk to us on Facebook. Let us know what you think. And if you haven't followed us on Facebook, please do. Facebook /the Nerdosphere. Follow us on Twitter at the Nerdosphere, because we're cool and we post stuff all the time.
Facebook is simply
And,
Nerdosphere.
a lot of cool stuff coming up. Some very cool contests we're going to get you guys involved in. We're going to give away some very awesome stuff this year. And we're going to have fun being part of this Fandom Fest thing. If you haven't been to their website, check them out, www.fandomfest.com, and live the magic with us.
it's awesome.
You look so
Can you tell by my
convinced.
face?
You look so convinced.
It is so awesome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sam, and I'm the host.
Zach Schuler, Huggy Bear to some of my friends.
He does like to hug. He's a hugger.
I'm a hugger.
Dan Nation from the Nation of Mastication.
Quasimodo.
So you like to chew?
We're out, folks. Nerd responsibly.
Peace.